Hi my loves, and welcome back to my channel. On today's video I'm gonna be doing a client transformation video, and I'm gonna be working on my beautiful friend Yvonne, so stay tuned for that. And if you haven't subscribed, kindly go ahead and do subscribe. So first I went in with my Maybelline Masterfix setting and loose powder to set her brows using a fluffy blending brush. And then I took my spoolie brush and just combed out the hair on her brows just to make them stand out. And then using a Davis pencil that's in the shade number 18, I just went ahead and drew her brows just following her natural brow shape. And her brows were a little bit thicker, so that's why they look the lines I drew were a little bit thicker because they were not her brows were not threaded. So what I'm doing is just blending out all the product that I've just put on her brows, and then I went in with the concealer. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and that was in the shade Warm Honey. And I'm also using a flat brush to just define her brows. And you gotta take your time while doing this. And then next I just went ahead to define the upper part of the brows, and I used her foundation shade. That's I used Maybelline Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation in the shade 366. So the next thing I did was just prep her eyelids for eyeshadow, and I just put that concealer that I'd used, the Warm Honey shade, to just use that as my canvas for my eyeshadow. And I went in with the Glambition edition palette, and I used those shades 6 a.m., Espresso, and Sultry as my shades because I was going for a very subtle eye look. And she was going out, so I had to use a look to go with a look that was best suited for during the day. So I'm just blending out the shade. I started with the 6 a.m. and then I went in with the Espresso shade, and then for the crease area I'm gonna use I used that Sultry shade, which is that very nice beautiful golden shade, sorry. And I'm using a flat brush to put in the shimmery shade. I use the fluffy brushes to blend out the other shades that I'd used previously. And then I just blended out the shade, the outer part with that shade Espresso to make it look seamless and just precise. I wasn't gonna create a cut crease because I didn't feel the need to. And then I also added some eyeliner off camera, and now I'm just putting in some primer. I used the Maybelline Hydrating Primer. She had done her morning skincare routine, so all I had to do was just use my primer and just continue with my skin work. So the next thing I did was go in with foundation, and like I mentioned, the foundation that I used is Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and that's the shade 356. And I'm using a big flat concealer brush to just layer the product first on her face, and then I'm gonna blend it out together. This is what I normally do even for myself, so I always like to do this as well for my clients. And then I used a fluffy angled brush to just blend out all the product on her skin. And God guys, I just love her skin. She has a beautiful skin, so this was just so easy for me to blend out. Like, I just loved working on her skin. Next I took a damp beauty blender and just blended the foundation more to just make it look skin-like, because I like foundation looking skin-like on my clients, so I had to go in with a beauty blender to just make that happen. So next I went in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal, and that's in the shade Warm Honey, and I used that as a highlight for her face, and I'm doing that on her under eyes. I also did that under her nose, on her bridge of the nose, as well as the chin and the forehead, and just went ahead with the same beauty blender I'd used earlier to blend out the foundation, to blend out all the concealer that I put on her face. And I'm just loving how this, I just loved working on her skin, guys. My god. So next I went in with my such a Buttercup setting powder. I'm sorry I didn't show you that, guys, but that was such a Buttercup setting powder that I used on her face to set the concealer that I put, and I also used it to add dimension under her cheekbones, yeah. And then I didn't want to contour so much, so I used a bronzer instead, and that's from Makeup Academy, to bronze, to make it a brown, to make her cheeks a little bit, to add dimension to her cheeks and just warm them up a little bit. And then using Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder, I used that shade 340 to just blend all the powder on her face out and just even everything out together. And using a small brush, using a small blending brush, I just added some dimension to her nose using the bronzer that I used earlier to just give an illusion of like her face had been contoured. And then I went in with my Kryolan mini palette, blush mini palette, to just warm her cheeks. You see how beautiful that is? They added some really nice warmth to her cheek, and I just loved it. And then next, using the Canvas Cosmetics highlight, I went ahead and highlighted all the places that I like to highlight. So the bridge on that part, yeah, her bridge of the nose and the Cupid's bow, her cheeks. I also went ahead and highlighted her forehead and chin as well. And I just love how beautiful this look turned out. I did go ahead and add on some lashes because I just wanted to bring more life to her eyes, so that's what I'm doing. And then using Maybelline Superstay setting spray, I just sealed everything up for flawless finish. And then I went ahead and put on some lipstick on her, and I'm using Canvas Cosmetics and Joanna K lipstick, Muse from Canvas, and Joanna K Innocent, which is a peachy nude shade that I'm gonna use to create an ombre lip effect. And I just loved how that lip work turned out. It was just so beautiful, and I just loved how it complemented the whole skin work. This is the final look, guys. I hope you love it, because I really do love it as well. She really looked so beautiful in this look, and I hope you enjoyed watching this as well.
I'm giving you couture 2020 Medusa COVID look. Sijioni, but I know I look bomb off because this is konyo.
If you love this type of video, guys, let me know in the comment section below so that I can create more of these. Don't forget to subscribe, and until the next time, guys, I love you all so much. Thank you for watching.